Hello everyone, and welcome to the Dassem Show episode 20. Yay! Well, what's new since last I saw you? Well, I'll start by advertising this a bit. Legion, along with some other clans, are arranging a Blitz Pro League. It's a private tournament. It's being sponsored by Kitchen Cafe and Restaurant in Turkey, as far as I can tell. Very, very nice initiative. There has been some concerns in the forum about the prices. The prices are actual money, which could possibly make it a legal concern in some countries. We don't know. Let's hope it works out nicely for them. Other news, Unkindest kindly translated the developers answering from the Russian forum. We'll go through it just quick, see if there's anything interesting. Here's the question about the French line in the tech tree. When will it come? Answer is so soon you cannot even imagine. Well, in my ears, that's 3.6, 3.7. Well, let's see what else we have here. They have some different ideas for crew skills. Can't say anything about it. There will be a lot of interesting things happening with equipment quite soon. This fills me with apprehension. I'm hoping they won't make another super complicated unnecessarily complicated stuff that costs even more money to run than it does at the moment. Let's hope so. Well, he answers about the fantasy tanks. It's like a lot of these answers are typical Russian answers. It's polite ways of saying that, yeah, you see this as a problem, we don't. Okay. So saying, yeah, the new Soviet TD line, they feel fine. Borsig, Grill, everything is really good in that line. Object T140, T62, there will be changes. We already know this. They are working on penetration nerfs and also turret nerfs. Blank shots, he's apparently unaware of this. Well, those of us who have been following the discussion for a while, we know this is lag of different kinds. Premium tanks, Panther M10, Sentinel 4, KV5, no problems in the statistics. Here is this super arrogant answer. If there were problems, we would fix them. Yeah, of course. This answer means there cannot be any problems, because if there were any problems, they would have been fixed. Yeah. Also, Panther 8.8. He doesn't understand what's the problem with it. Well, I guess he doesn't drive it much himself. Changing shell mechanics. They're thinking of trying out changes of high explosive mechanics. This is very interesting. This could have a serious impact on the game. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah. FCM. They are thinking about the FCM, especially since it will appear again in the game this year. I'm guessing, well, if I were to make a guess, it could be a bundle, of course, along with the French line, but I think it's just as likely this rubbish tank will be put in the tech tree, in the French tech tree when we get one. That's my gut feeling, nothing else. Yeah, also report button in game should maybe come eventually. And problem with bots, yeah. I know that the devs are working on they have some active project going to rid the game of bots that I don't know anything else about. and that they have I think they have set the rules, the penalties. First time is a temporary ban. Second time you get caught running a bot is permanent. Well, other than that, there was the other day there was a live stream. Bushka and Hubert Jazz did a live stream with some of the Asia devs, and they revealed that the patch 3.6 is planned for February 22nd. Given the reliability of Asian devs, I'm saying that gives it a 50-50 chance. It's they're not always that well informed from the main office. It's a feeling I have. Other than that, the grind for the free tanks is going on. I think even completing first 2 days I did in tier 8. The rest of the days I've done in tier 10, and I still think it will be only by a very small margin if I can actually get the 112 for free. I'm not planning to pay anything for either of those tanks, but well, if I can't get the 112, I get the weird tank destroyer, but I think they've cut it very close for this grind. So I have some interesting gameplays today. Let's see here, we start it off. I'll start by showing you some weird stuff here. Look at my turret. This started happening in 3.5. I don't know why. You see the ping number is just stable and fine, and I have a ticketing with support for it. If anything, this is how it looks on World of Tanks PC if you turn on server reticle and you have bad ping. Well, we'll see what they make of it. And also this is a bit peculiar. Here I can suddenly move my turret before the battle has started. I'm not sure why I can, but for this single battle I could. So we're starting out here with a mastery battle in the defender, but there's a twist. But wait, there's more. It's not my defender. No, my defender is still unmastered, but my good teammate here, BK500, is out in force in his defender, and well, while he's the hero of the battle, the first half wit will be seen through my eyes. I rush on to cap this space here. Now I'm spotted. I have my binoculars running, so I'm not really worried about that IS-3, but there may be other tanks behind him. I've kept, so I move up a little, and what's the last thing I want to see over there? The very last thing I want to see. Could it be a dunk a shot that was supposed to hit that IS-3? And oh, wait, that's the thing I didn't want to see. A SU-152 pointing right at me. Well, I wiggle as mad. I try to jump into this ditch, and just as I do, he manages to land a devastating hit on me. And suddenly I'm in the line of fire for these guys. I have a SU up on my right side. I'm starting to feel a bit squeezed in here. Teammate has gone up to capture A. Good initiative, because the Reds already have 2 bases, so we need to keep up with them or else we'll lose on capping. This is actually quite a good position for the defender. It's kind of a sloped hold down position where I can come up sideways, so I don't get depression, and I can go up and show under my turret. Good as the position may be, we're running out of teammates here. lightweight. I would really like to get rid of him. Well, we've evened out the scores. I'm still getting shots here. If I can ever reload my clip, I will have more shots on target. Okay, time to move up and start aiming. And he disappears. But he's still there. Now the Carnarvon has moved up on the right side, so I have to be careful not to be shot from that side also. Instead we move down here. Moving up a bit, trying to get a few spots. But there's nothing to see yet. Now I start to think they will push through the center, and yep, they will. But I was ready for them. I can put in one shot. Unfortunately, went right through my front armor. I'm flattening it a bit where I'm sitting, which is not good. And yeah, this is gonna end in heartbreak. And here you see the hero of the battle arriving. Switching to his camera, or at least switching the camera to his view, and it's a 1-against-1. Carnarvon has a great gun that has great DPM and get penetration, so it will be able to go through every shot, and it looks like this poor defender is on his long reload. His gun, on the other hand, is nowhere near accurate, and the DPM is on the low side. Except during his clip, but yeah. On the clip reload, it's a real long wait. Luckily this Carnarvon doesn't push up. Would have been dangerous if he did. And he got a low roll, and I was thinking he can finish him in one shot, and he couldn't. It bounced, and then it's another try. I don't remember what it was. He was having some problems with something not game related at this moment. It was, I don't remember what it was, so that's why he's fumbling a bit, but luckily he gets it in the end. That's 5 kills and a decent amount of damage, and well, big contributing factor was of course the 1460 raw XP, a lot of them because he had 454 victory points and 190 seized from the enemy. For my next battle, I have something as rare as a Rassenier 7-kill medal. And like the last match, it's not mine! Yeah, I'm not getting a single kill in this battle. But I do my fair share in my almost spanking brand new Object 704. I'm still struggling a bit to see the value of this over the ISU. It feels, well, I still have stock tracks, but it feels slower than the ISU. Gun is exactly the same gun as the ISU, same penetration values. Well, DPM is not significantly better. Front armor is slightly better, but for all intents and purposes it feels like an ISU that's been shifted up a tier and told to go do its stuff. You can see the IS-7 Legion guy who's getting the Rassenier in this battle. He's in the middle of the desert there. He's very busy calling, I think it was our IS-8 noob for going down. And we start dealing some punishment from this side here. Oh look, I see I have the IS-7 on my left, I have the mediums on my right. It should be safe to push up here, of course, with the IS-7 halfway YOLOing into the situation and getting the kill. Here's the PTA. Ah, good target. High explosive. Yay! That's decent damage. I'm hoping this tank will become more mobile with the top suspension. I'm really hoping it. Well, time will show. Here we come up on the IS-8, and we do proper damage, and again, it's another kill for IS-7. The Reds have two tank destroyers back in their spawn area. Pushing up very carefully here, but then it looks like, well, he's kind of ignoring me. I shoot him for 600 and some damage and set him on fire, and still he's ignoring me. Well, that's 6 kills for our IS-7. There's a 183. There's a collision. 183 still waiting down there and trying to push up a bit. And I think it's only at about this time, I guess, that I noticed the IS-7 had 6 kills. And, well, there he goes, 7 kills. So, I can say I've played a vital support role in that Rosinier with my 3,745 damage. Over 1,000 more than the guy who got 7 kills. But, well, good on him. He secured the kills. All of them. And, what more can you ask for? Now this battle is a bit of an oddity. Because of the current grind, people are running around chasing missions, and no different with me. Here I am with my teammate, and he has a mission that he has to get kills. Many kills as possible. I don't remember how many he needed, but it has to do with the supremacy points. Getting points for killing. And he had to get 400 supremacy points or something. Well, so he's in the defender. I decided to take out the Carnarvon because this tank has a relatively low, well, it's pretty much the lowest alpha gun, and still good DPM, so I can whittle down targets without rolling high and killing them by accident, and he can finish them off. That's the plan, or big master plan. So here we have it established. My purpose for this battle is to do damage, not do kills. And of course, we have to win the battle, so I'm securing this base before moving on. The Carnarvon is a tank I don't like. I don't like it at all. I think it's slow and it's poorly armored and it's big as a house, and well, it has shit alpha damage. I don't like it. Well, that was accidental. I forgot myself. I accidentally got a kill. Well, I'll mend my ways. I'll go back to dealing damage instead. You see, we're both on this center ridge now. The Reds have pushed through the top, but well, from this center ridge, of course, they can shoot at us, but we can also shoot at them. Now I'm sharing out the damage in quite equal manner. One for you, one for you. Here comes the RU. Well, here you can see one of the things that the Carnarvon actually does okay, which is not being circled of death. RU is running off. He's a one-shot. Then we move on to the engine, and just as we shoot him, the teammate finishes him off. Now, here goes the RU. Panther can hit him one more time. there. Then we should move on. Yep, there he goes. One more secured. T-43. Drawing some fire here now, but nothing serious. I have still a healthy pool of hit points. Trying to guess if the T-43 can still be in this bush, so firing a few shots on the move. Never know, one of these days it may pay off. And there's the T-43. Well, he can wait for later. There's a Panther tank here. Needs to die first. There. One shot and he's dead. Here you can see a bit of that weird reticle turret movement again. Doesn't seem to affect my gameplay much, but come on. No, SP. Yeah. And there we go. So that's 5 kills from my teammate and 1 for myself. And I think we secured his mission on that battle. I get a first class with my 3,400 almost. And well, may have been quite close to a mastery actually if I had killed instead of just farming damage. Then again, if I had killed, maybe more of my team would have lived, and well, it's difficult to say anything for sure. Well, that's the Carnarvon. Hope it's the last time I'll have to show it to you. My next battle here is in the T-28 Proto. Well, this is a few tanks in game I have hated as much as this one. I'm starting to come around to it. It's still not a good tank, but it's playable. And compared to its fellow Tier 8 American tank destroyer, the T-28, well, it has the turret, which helps in certain situations. But then again, it also has lower DPM, which makes it more susceptible to being rushed, and it also has weaker frontal armor. Yet, here we are in Black Goldwill. I'm low tier, and the team is pushing up as a team for once. I'm sitting up in this position down here where I can cover this corridor to the left, as well as putting shots toward the caves. Almost stopped there to aim, but well, this gun is quite derpy, so I decided to push up and try to get a bit closer. So IS-3 pushing up there. He has no business being behind this ridge because he has a very low tank and no gun depression, so someone hit me again, and I had the IS-6. Well, all good so far. You see on my left here, there's a tortoise. It's a very dangerous target, and a very hard target. Well, luckily, despite being derpy, the pen number on this gun, especially on the premium ammo, it's quite decent. So I can slap a premium round into the chamber, and then the ISU drove out and took it. Well, I have nothing against damaging red ISUs. Tortoise is taking more damage, and I'm pulling back between shots. And this is where situation like this is where the turret comes in real handy. So you see what I mean with the derpy gun. That shot was fully aimed, and the target was not that small, and still we managed to hit outside it. So we do a blind shot instead, and if I remember correctly, this shot actually went in. We're just waiting here. Have our binoculars on. Yep, there you see, Tortoise is now a one-shot, and he's a no-shot. Not the most entertaining of games, but I think it highlights the strengths of the T-28 Proto quite well. It shows the penetration, it shows the gun depression, it shows the somewhat trollish turret armor, and it also shows how the Reds are able to push past me because I don't have the DPM to wear them down fast enough. The tank really scared though, the Jag Tiger. I do not want to be hit by him. And there, unaimed shots with this tank? No. That's a no-go. This tank cannot handle unaimed shots at all. It's one of the more frustrating things about the tank, besides from the speed and the rate of fire, the gun handling is not what you'd hope for from a tank destroyer. There's also an example of how far the depression cannot reach. Depression is dead. And if you've spent some time in like tier 8 lately, played other tanks than this, you will notice that I'm being pretty much ignored in this tank. I'm not considered a threat, because there's the derpy gun again. Most of the times, T-28 Protos aren't a threat. But that does it. Any tank that's left to do its thing alone becomes a threat, becomes a serious threat. So that's one thing the tank has going for it. It has a very low profile. 3,450 damage, and 3 kills, only enough for a second class, which surprised me a bit. Has to be quite a way up to the mastery. Then again, I see I didn't do all that much XP, so probably my team got a lot of the XP for spotting. That's the T-28 Proto. For this battle, we are in Canyon map. I'm in my T-54 Model 1, and the main reason why I'm including this battle is to once again, as I have done before and will again, highlight the center position. This position is so important for spotting. A team that doesn't take advantage of it is at a serious disadvantage. I'm finding myself there in some matches in heavy tanks, in turretless TDs, just because no one else on the team goes there, and someone has to spot across. If the Reds manage to get one tank in the center and spot, they can ruin my team on the other side, from the other side of the map. So having someone up here is absolutely mandatory. And as we can see when I come up here in my tank, there the Reds are. Managed to thread a shot through the girder bridge into the FCM. It's a tank that's very easy to hit on the move because it's so long, you don't have to care that much about leading it. Just aim for the front drive wheel and oh, yeah, you can see I'm taking a lot of shots here. I'm not doing that much this tank battle. I'm in a tank with a reasonably strong turret, and yeah, they have come all the way around me here, so I can't afford to stay in this position any longer. I have to move. Well, I think I did quite decent effort at the center there, spotting the Reds. My team should now know where the Reds are. Here's the FCM again. His ass hanging out behind that rock. About 10 meters behind that rock, actually. You see how strong the Model 1 is. It's ridiculous. This is not a medium tank. It's a heavy. And you can see I'm running here. I have ammo rack damage, so I shouldn't waste shots here because the reload is absolutely appalling, and my repair kit is Is it 12 seconds reload? Repair kit is still in cooldown. It should be safe now to pull up again. Carefully. We got the back of a KV3. Taking that. And, yeah, you may say that this battle doesn't seem very spectacular at the moment. And no, maybe not. But I think you will find that what I have 2 shots into my side bounce. We'll see later that I have actually been important to the battle. Just showing, and we detract the health as well. Okay, I'm just waiting impatiently for the scorecard here. Because, yeah, lots of medals, scouting and spotting medals mostly, 2nd class, only 1,800 damage, and still, oh, look at that, 7 spots and 3,273 assisted damage. That's why that spot is good. Okay, from Canyon we're moving to Canyon, and we're moving up 2 tiers to my Object 140. And I think this is pretty much the same battle as you just saw, just 2 tiers up. Because I want to really nail it in. How important this spot is. I think I played a bit better this battle. We'll see as we go along. I told the team I will spot. The IS-7 is saying yes, middle please. So we are moving up to the center here, just like we did earlier. Lack of, you see the red team have the same ID. Now we're all a bunch of tanks with no gun depression, looking at each other over this railway and not being able to do anything about each other. Ah, here comes a Leopard. He could do a bit more over the ridge, but he's choosing to go down here instead. And I still don't have the gun depression. I'm pushing up, I'm missing my shot, and yeah. Now I have shot tanks on my right side, I have tanks in front of me, and I have tanks in the middle. This is starting to get a bit hot here. I'm hoping my team will be around to help me soon. Because I couldn't get away from here if I tried. It may look like the Reds, well, I can manage to get some shots into the back of them as they go up that slope. But we have to be careful. There's an Object 140 on the other side who can shoot me if I go up high enough to shoot these tanks. He took a shot, then I'm using the opportunity to go up and take a shot as well. I'm watching him. If he's pointing at me, I'm not moving up. There, he points that way. And I just took a risk. The red I was targeting moved too far down. Okay, no shots on that side. Maybe if we move down here. There's another shot, tracking the E4. Or is it E5? Possibly E5. Yeah. We're trading him a shot. That was unintentional. I was a bit slow. Or he was a bit fast. Who knows? IS-7. Repeating my mistake. Mistake with mistakes we don't learn from are the costliest. Isn't that the rule? The Leopard one is on my left side here. It looks like he has some kind of plan. I have IS-7 behind me that I'm very worried about. Okay, I have to push over. Leopard is coming for me. And here's the Object. Moving fast, move around him, and traversing, and there we go. He could have gotten me there if he had traversed his tracks, not only his turret. And we get the back on the IS-7. He can see us, so we have to move back down again. Leopard. See, situational awareness. Situational awareness all the time. There's the Leopard. He's gone. And boom, goes the last two reds. So, a bit more damage done on my part here. But, oh, look what we get on the scorecard. Spot and destroy mission. 2,700 damage done, 2 kills. And you see we also have the medal, 1,281 raw XP and almost 3,000 damage spotted here as well. So, use this spot. Please use it. Not all of you, but one at a time. Please do. We are following up here with a tier 9 battle in the M46 pattern on desert sands. And I think this battle shows a bit mediums, desert. Gun depression, desert. Definitely. Mobility, desert. Well, the battle turns out to be very close. I'm writing calm desert because we have lots of medium tanks, but it looks like slow tanks are not convinced. They want to go face the reds in town instead. Well, it's gonna be on their head. That's what they say. Our team is already moving into base A. No red spotted in the desert yet. Should be a really bad sign for the heavies in town. Reds have started capping B, so I'm moving into center here and start putting shots into this ST1 so I can avoid them capping B. So the team gets the ID and comes along. And we are actually almost killing this poor Russian heavy. So we have a base and the Reds have no base. We are making points. Well, they killed one of our heavies, so they have actually made more points, but we are catching up. Now, we have no more heavies left in town. What we shouldn't do now is go into town. We are medium tanks. We should stay in the desert. We should not go into town to get killed. No. We have a base. We have the possibility to keep them off base B. They don't have any base yet. We can. Actually, I'm writing stay desert. Have to play it smart. Can't just YOLO into town in a medium tank. And that's what most of the team does. Oh, I refuse to play along with that. I will not go into town. Not in a pattern. This is such a great tank for working the dunes. There are ridges and holes everywhere here. Are some random chances to put some shots in here, but you can see two of the Reds there are very low health. They're afraid to come over because we have two green tanks on that corner. That's just good. Now I know two of the Reds are in the back corner to my left. The rest of them are all at the railway. So what I can do is I can pop up here real fast, take a shot, and then get the hell out of there again. Because the two Reds that were in my left hand side are sure to be coming any moment now. And as I predicted, there we are. He turned out to be not much of a threat. He damaged my tracks a little, but here's a T-62A. He's doing the right thing. He's working along the tracks, along the rails. I'm looking around here to see where can I get a shot at him. And there we go. Unfortunately, we only damage his tracks. We don't destroy them. Would have liked to kept him. And my teammates are of course dying in town now. They have gone into town despite how well it worked to stay out of town. It's very frustrating. And this is the moment where an RNG decides to troll me. Hit the IS-6 once. No go. And twice. That was, well, I hit red patch, so no go. 3 times, and finally we get a shot on him. and the fourth shot disappears mysteriously. It's very frustrating things. It's 4 shots fired and 1 hit. 1 penetrating hit at least. And I can see I have 1 teammate left. 2 reds are rushing him. I have to move in here. I have a full pot of hit points. I can help them take down this T-62 and move on to the IS-2. I wish I could put myself in between them to shield him, but I'm trying to detrack him to slow him down. That didn't help, unfortunately. Here you see the IS-8. That damn armor. It's frustrating. Extreme to be up against. Oh, that's the M46 Patton, first class, 3,700 damage, and well, game 1 by playing smart, by not rushing into town. Okay, let's move fast on to the next battle. Now my last battle is in a real crowd pleaser, the M60. Well, you can be sure people will try to shoot at you when you're in this tank, but it's also I'm starting to like this tank more. It's very similar to the M46 Patton. I'm guessing it's even more similar to the M48. So here we are, 2 medium tanks on each team, supremacy mode, and we're in Himmelsdorf. Then that's the stage set. This tank has amazing view range. What I want to is I want to sit here and wait for the reds to come, as I'm sure they will. But when they come, I jerk my aim off and I miss T-62A. I'm worried here that my team is not following up. I have a Leopard behind me, and there's the red team PTA. Bait him a little here, and well, it works, but it takes my tracks, so I cannot put any fire back into him. My teammate here decides that rushing them is a good idea. Another shot into the PTA. And as you can probably see, things are starting to get a bit desperate here. Most of the team is on the right side with 3 tanks here, and well, possibly 4. And the whole red team seems to be here. They're not taking my first damage. Teammates are getting absolutely hammered up there. Not much I can do to help them, except giving away my own hit points. And well, I'm not trusting them to spend their hit points more wisely than I would have spent mine. Very afraid here because I have a Jagged Panzer E100 on my right side who is pushing up. And I have objects here. Have to get away, Okay, make room, and there we go. Managed to slip past the Jagged Panzer, and we're using him as cover, so the 268 won't hit us. And 268, poor guy, is struggling by not having a turret. Managed to track the Jagged Panther. And we're moving back around, and we finish. No, we don't finish him. Need 1 more shot, and at this point I'm wondering, how am I still alive? There goes the Jagged Panther. I'm down to my last 33 hit points, but they both fired. This is my chance to get away. Don't block me, IS-7, don't block me. And yeah. Oh, the agility and the cornering speed of the M60 saves me. One of the things I love most about this tank is because it's very similar to EC8 in that you can go around corners, really sharp corners, without losing speed. Well, as long as you don't get stuck on a railroad carriage, that is. So how did I survive this? I have no idea. I certainly used my hit point pool to get out of it, but I still I shouldn't be here. I should be dead. Bounce IS-7. Unfortunately, by this time my hands are shaking so bad I can't hit anything, and that's a bit sad because I think I got quite close to a mastery match here. It wasn't a mastery match, but it was certainly an exercise in staying alive in a tense situation. 4k damage, give or take a few. First class medal. And top of the list, of course. 1342 raw XP. I guess there's a bit up to the mastery, but not too much. So, that's all I have for today. Thank you all for watching. Hope it has been entertaining, educational, and I hope to see you again for the next episode. Bye!